Okay. All right, so everyone, happy Memorial Day. Well, I guess a somber Memorial Day. I don't know. A Memorial Day to you is what I'm trying to say. And what better way to honor our dead than to try and contact them? So, I am at my office that I work at, and I have investigated a couple of times here. We've heard things, we've experienced things. Um, we've done the SLS and we've caught something. Actually, the last time we broke out the SLS with my mom was when I was sitting here and we had lunch right here. And I'm sitting here and I'm starting to she's talking to me, so I'm sitting like this. And I start getting an anxious feeling in my stomach, and yeah, I'm moving. Um, there are so many things happening in my life. I'm extending my hours at work. There's a lot of turmoil in my life right now. So I couldn't figure out why it was all of a sudden all this anxiety came up. But some of you don't know I do Reiki. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I'm on level 2. Um, and I started feeling energy coming from my hands. Um, this is your input hand and this is your output hand. So when I feel things in my hands, it feels like if you could see it, I feel like it would be sparks. Like it was like shooting sparks, like kind of like a sparkler, how those that's what it feels like. Only you can't see it. So I'm sitting here, there's somebody working here. There's 2 people over here. They're all working quietly. We had just had lunch and I started getting that anxious stomach feeling. My hands start feeling like they're shooting sparks out. And so I stopped and I said, okay, mom, I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to get really anxious very quickly. So she just whipped out her ghost tube SLS, and there was something right here, like probably this high up, like to the floor. It looked like a box with arms coming out and coming to me. And so she was like, "You got to see this. This is weird. There's no head. There's no anything." So I get up and she's standing across from me. I get up and I'm looking at where I was sitting. And of course, I'm not in there, but I see the box and I see the hands. And so it's the stick figure hands. And it's right here on where my abdomen was. And so it was still lingering maybe for another 30 seconds. And, we start I'm moving the thing around. I'm kind of trying to find it. It's still there, even if I'm moving. So I was like, okay, so is it maybe the floor, the patterning on the floor? So we're aiming it at people over here, the person over here, we're aiming at the floor. Nothing else coming up except for the actual physical people that were there. Though we did see another person kind of flicker in and out of the corner over here that has nothing. There's nothing. It's a blank wall. So there would be no reason for something to be there standing while no one is over there. There's nothing that it would trick itself to do. So, but that thing stayed for a little while and then flickered out and it was gone. And then by the time I had kind of checked in with my body, I was like, okay, all that feeling is gone. It's not here anymore. Okay. So it wasn't my anxiety, it was something, and I don't have a sense of what it was or who it was. I don't know. I've never experienced it. Like sometimes I do get anxious feelings. I remember I got really, really anxious and physically almost wanted to vomit when we were interviewing Interstate Paranormal Research. And we had ended up stopping the interview when I took a walk and I got some drink. Actually, I'm gonna need my drink now, but um it was very similar to that, but I don't get anxious here. I'm here by myself. I'm never scared. I will be here in the middle of the night, all the lights off, and I'm not, it doesn't make me nervous here. This place has a great energy. I love it. Surrounded by birds. We had eagles here the other day. I don't know. This place is a good vibe place. Now we are this building, top and bottom, and we also have an attic that I've never been able to get into, and a basement that I do go into. Actually, I'm supposed to, one of my things is I'm gonna clean it out, and there's some old stuff from the people that used to live here before they renovated into something else. So this property is was owned by the DuPonts. All of this area, because it goes up to um, Aya DuPont Nemours Children's Hospital is up there. There's the country club here. This was all DuPont land. All the people, all the different DuPonters had houses around here. There's an old school building. I found out, so I started looking into things, and then I met the person who owns this building, Chris, and his brother actually runs an office through here, Duncan. So I've talked to both of them about everything. Now, I don't think either one of them believe in ghosts. They kind of just brush it off when I say stuff, which is fine because not everybody believes and not everybody wants to believe, or it's against your religion or yada, yada, yada. But I know for me, I've seen and felt and experienced a lot of different things. So, and even here. So one of the things they told me is there's a house up there and it looks like there's an old building and then a big addition into it's very strange because it's like two different buildings smashed in together. The old part of that building was the original um, schoolhouse, like the one room schoolhouse for this area. So I've heard some interesting stories. It seems to have a lot of negativity attached to that house. There was a family annihilation, there was a suicide, there was a pretty messy divorce, but it looks like it's been okay for a little while. But I don't I don't know. I want to go and investigate, but I don't know how I could knock on the door and be like, "Hi, I heard some really crazy stories about your house. Can I come in?" That'd be kind of fun, but that makes me nervous. That's when my anxiety kicks in, is meeting people. But so I'm gonna take this chance today to investigate a little bit here while I do my art stuff. I'm trying to make, um, I want to make a paper wreath, paper flowers, and put it on the front door. Um, I'm trying to keep this place light and lively and cozy and happy, and bring more people in to rent out here because this is a co-work space. Um, the owner of the business does not believe, but he humors me. So we also have this is the meeting place for Diamond State Ghost Investigators. They do their meetings here every few months. Um, we got them in here because it's such a cool place. They haven't investigated, though. I would like to offer that up to them if they choose to come in and investigate. But it's kind of a weird place because they do, your typical haunted spaces. They rent out, Waverly, or they go to Trans Allegheny, or and they do their stuff. Hold on, I'm getting a oh. So my boss, he's so nice. He like came in to get to. He's a veteran. He's a Purple Heart wounded soldier and a veteran. So we are a veteran-owned company, and he came in to pick up his American flag so he can fly that for today. And then we just want to remind you, if you are in America or if you would like to honor the deceased soldiers, 3 o'clock, wherever time zone you are in America, at 3 o'clock, it is a moment of silence for them and we honor them. Yeah, so unless you're an anarchist, and then just ignore it. But I've have a lot of respect for veterans, having met them and seeing the good that they are doing now. The stuff that my boss does is amazing. Anyway, so he came in and he was like, "It's Memorial Day. Why are you here?" And I was like, "Well, I can't work Friday, so I have to move on Friday. So I'm going to work my hours now and just kind of do the things in the office." And he just texted me and said, "Do what you need to do, but we'll pay you for all the hours. Take off whenever. Thanks for coming in." So it's very nice. I am actually very excited to be out of my apartment that we're moving out of because it's a disaster in boxes and I need a break because I did a bunch of packing while also being sick. If you hear my nose and my voice is kind of scraggly because I've been sick. So that's that. And I'm gonna put on my spirit box. That's why I have the headphones on. And I'm gonna see if I can get in contact with some of the entities that we've already contacted. We know that there's a little boy that likes to hang out. One of the coworkers, one of the members of the co-working group, is a man from Hasbro, and his cubicle is completely filled with toys and especially lots of Star Wars stuff. There's all kinds of cool stuff here that he brings in. And so the little kid likes to hang out. And you can tell he's little because he's shorter. He seems to be maybe in like the 9-10-year-old range. We've had psychics come in and say there was a possible death upstairs. And that is somebody that comes and hangs out with me. His name is Mike. And some of the stuff I got, we recorded it. So I have yet to go through everything and release. I have so much content just sitting there. But I haven't really had the space emotionally or physically or time wise to really get stuff done. So we've been kind of on a break for the podcast. Only Ghosts in the Building. So we're not on a break on the podcast, but I have a lot of content that I want to put up when I get some time and some emotional space. So anyway, Mike, he is a man in his early 20s and like late teens, early 20s. And he passed away upstairs. And I want to find out more about him because I do feel like he hangs out with me. He's not scary at all. He's cool. We have had people, third eye, see a woman, and she has hair kind of like this, only like more old school style, and like a top, button down top, old school white press top with an apron and a skirt, and an older man. So this place used to be a general store. We have a grain elevator that goes all the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. It's pretty cool. We use it as a centerpiece or an art piece here now. And I put, I have things up, display pieces up. So that's that. I think they were the people that owned the business that works here. Other than that, like, we have very peripheral, no hard evidence stuff. I don't have any way to like look into this stuff. I did get something when we were here investigating with our group, um, we felt like there were people that got killed on this road and they kind of linger or they're around and they saw that there was a bunch of psychic people here and they kind of so we definitely have some accidental deaths around, but everybody seems real chill. I don't know what was feeding off of my energy. I don't know if that was like something negative or just something that wanted to come talk to us and that was the way that it was going to feed and come through. But then there was other people around, so I didn't get to full on investigate. We just threw on the SLS. I don't know if mom recorded that on her phone, but if she did, then I'll maybe try and throw it up someplace. Um, Other than that, I'm 15 minutes in to talking, and there's nobody in the live chat. I don't know if there's anybody. I think that is my YouTube chat. And what's the multi-stream? Stream chat, Twitch. Twitch requires additional permission to send messages. Click here to grant permission. Okay. Oh, no. That totally did not do what I wanted it to. Okay, go back to YouTube. If you want to talk to me, if you're watching, go to our YouTube, Only Ghosts in the Building at youtube.com. And say hey if you're here. Say hey in the chat if you're watching this on a replay. But I am going to text my boss back really quickly. And then, oh, I finally have all her information. Cool. Work stuff. Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right, let's kick it on. Thanks for being patient with me while I figure this out. All right. All right, so I'm using the Sonos, what is it called? Sonos X10 Spirit Box app. I like this one. You can kind of control the speed and everything, and I think it's free. He just wrote back, haha, I thought you might want the quiet because it's quiet here today. And I don't have a toddler, 4-year-old toddler, stimming all kinds of numbers in my ears. I love my kid, but sometimes he's a lot. For being a mostly nonverbal kid, his thing is numbers, and he says numbers all the time. So if you know, you know. It's a lot. Sometimes you just need to hang out and be by yourself, especially since I'm such an introvert. All right, here we go. Is there anybody here with me? Mike. I got Mike. Friend. Joseph, male. It sounded like a little kid saying, "I'm scared." Sounded like me saying, "Wow." Emily, Iris. I still think they're here, male. Said Halloween, female. Rosemary Ellen, female. Ardor, male. I think it was a male saying spiders. The door, male. Spirit, male. Different, male. Can you tell me how many people are here? I think it said 8, male. Is that right? There's 8 people here? Can you tell me? Mike. Mike, are you here? Can you step forward for me? I think he said not really. Sounded like not really. Male, I'm stuck. There's a lot of little clips of people, and sometimes it's really hard to understand the words that are coming through, even if you hear like there's few levels. Mike, can you give me a last name? It sounds like somebody's really trying hard, heavy breathing, trying to get words out. What happened? Can you give me a name, Mike? I want to have more of a conversation with you. Mike, male. What? Male. April. A male saying April. It sounded like a male saying holy shit. All right. Mike. Mike, can you tell me where you're from? Space. Man saying space. I mean, where you're from when you were alive here? What? It sounded like a German, like, or a very much male. I've been asleep. Male. Cold. I couldn't tell. Listen, female. Accidental. Male. Difficult. Female. Okay, I'm gonna actually try and really tap in. Just let me get my Reiki going. Sounded like a an older female saying M. Emily, me. What is that? Girl. In the ground. And ground. Female. Jesus. Female. But it wasn't like, Jesus, but it was like Jesus. I heard tap. Female. Can you tap? Can you tap on something? I won't hear you, but they will. Can you give us a tap tap somewhere? Female, can you hear us? I can't. Because noise canceling headphones. Mike, Mike, can you say hi to me? Hello, male. Hi, female. One upstairs. It is a male, female. Stairs. Come up. Listening, female. So I mean, they're asking me to go upstairs, but I don't think I can. This is a whole lot to move upstairs. Be quiet, male. Rude. Come tap down here. Can you tap on this post or tap on this table? Darlene, female. That's my mother-in-law. 8 again, female. Okay, so let's get down to it. Mike, one person. Can you tell me the next person that's here? Can you tell me a name? Arlene or Darlene? Greg? Jan? Wow, that was a scream. As an older lady or middle-aged lady or I don't know, saying Jan, like she's like, don't forget me. 13. Are we growing? Am I collecting people and they're just showing up here? Bill? Do you think, okay, so maybe we'll do this and I'll have this play out loud and not in the headphones? What do you think about that? Oscar? All right, let's see. I don't know how this will come through to you guys. I don't have a speaker for it to come through, so we'll see. Let me see. All right, hold off. My ears. Let me turn this off. Power off. All right, let's see. Okay, let's try this again. I'll open this back up. Usually, this is a two-person gig where you have one person asking questions and the other person is very like deep in. What's that? Oh, okay, let's see. not playing out loud? All right, let's try goes to box. See if this works. Or did my spirit talker come back? Yeah. Loading. So I have spirit talker. Let's see how this works. Go. I had to I downloaded this like a million years ago, and then I had to upload review. Why are you not playing out loud? Like, I turned my headphones off. I don't know. There's nothing. Let me close the Bluetooth. I don't know how people have it. Enter. Okay. Please turn off scanner to enter. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there's a LiDAR. All right, magnetometer, accelerometer, gyroscope, orientation, and barometer. And it's all the things that this thing uses to bring up something. Good to get words. So I want the volume up there. I am Damien. The amount of demonic stuff that comes through here is insane. Like, that makes me feel sketch about these apps. Is the stuff that comes through is, oh, Satan, evil, you know, when I know for sure that I'm in a nice place with no Satan or demon. So, all right, so there's a pool. It says pool, Pool, pool. I would like to be in a pool. It's too cold to be in a pool, but I would love to be in a pool right now. Mike, can you tell me if you are here right now? Can you try and talk in this box and pick a word for me that will tell me more about you? Like, I'm really fascinated by this person being here. I want to know more about them. Okay, can you tell me how many people are here? Can you talk through this box, please? I'm gonna try and be patient, but I already want to turn this thing off. Can you give me a name? All right. I'm gonna go back to drawing my leaves. My chat. I don't want to learn more about my chat. I just want it to work. Oh, hello, my friend. Okay. Do you want me to keep talking on this thing? Is this hard or easy for you to talk on? If it's too hard, we can go to something else. Do you like that I'm here? Can you tell me your name? I don't know what that was, but I got a notification of something. Is this a chat? Multi-stream? I don't know what that was. Okay, this says, where am I? Well, I can tell you where I am. I'm not really sure where you are. I'm here in the third dimension, in the solid realm of whatever levels we have in this universe. This is Delaware. We are in a building that is from 1859, something like that. It's built in 18 something. Where are you? Are you next to me? Can you see me? Put you down. I want to know what that noise was. The little bring. Like, what was that? Should I look on the Twitch? Sometimes I watch on the Twitch, but I didn't play with it today. Let me see. Where are you? Can you come close? Can you see me? Okay. Stop. Laptop. Who's that? Mystical Markets. So security. Security. I don't know what security means. All right, let me see. I have claim your games today. Nope. Notifications were lit. Okay, let me go to my channel. There is me. One person. All right. So, creator dashboard. Your family. Y-O-U-R-E, family. So, not your, but your. I'm family. We're family. Viewer rewards. Stream together. Nope. Path to affiliate. That person is wearing a crab outfit. I don't understand any of this. All right. Okay. All right, then I went in the chat room. Who's the viewer? Maybe it's on YouTube. That was an interesting noise. Okay, so if I'm family, what side of my family am I on? We need power? I don't know what that means. Let's see, is this me? Yes, that's my only ghost in the building. Okay, I'm live. 0 views. But that's okay. Nobody knew I was coming on. Nobody knows who I am. I'm okay with that. Okay. Seven followers. I didn't realize I have that many followers on Twitch. All right. Back here. Francis. Okay, here's what we've got so far on here. Francis, we need power. Your family. Security. Where am I? Hello, my friend. Pool. I am David. We are not in the Omen, so. All right, Francis. Frank or Francis, female like Fran or Fanny. Francis. What other names go with slang names go with Francis? Frank? Can you make a noise somewhere for me? Stomp your foot. Hit the wall. Nada. All right. I wish let's try the ghost tube box. White noise. This is weird. Premium feature. Okay, there we go. Ghost tube is up and running. Let me switch it around.
Is that it?
I have no idea what that's like. This is what I'm looking at. It's my Streamlabs. What is that? How do I turn down the reverb. You have to pay for it. That's noisy. You feel that? You see, get out. Hey, hey. An escort? My hair's wet still. The art department? Mike, can you say hello? Is there a little boy here today? He's missing? Okay. I don't know what that is. So, can we try and bring the little boy back? I can't. Okay. That sounded like the door or something. What is that sound? Can you tell me who you are? Ethan? Yep. Ethan? I don't know. Happy? And then a sigh. Listen. Sing? Do you want me to sing? Me? Me sing. You're making music for me? Yeah. Okay. What do you want me to sing? I don't know what to sing. I mean, I sing, but I don't sing. Like, I'm not a singer. I just sing. Oh, okay. Well, the one song that keeps coming to my head is London Bridges. So pick London Bridges falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridges falling down, my fair lady. Can you sing more of that? Okay, that sounds like a commercial. Serve, slay. I don't know. Um, I don't, you put me on the spot here. I don't know what to sing. You want me to sing ABCs? That's Jonas's favorite song. Kelly? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. What do you want from me? And you laugh. Are you laughing at me? Okay. All right. Where is the little boy? Can we bring him in? Can we find him? Can we bring him? Come hang out with us? Pretty please? I guess it's running. Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Mike, I want to talk to you. Why are you so hard to talk to? And, and I don't know what that meant. Can anybody tell me who were the people that owned the general store? What was I suck? What were what were their names? I know their name. Can you tell me their name? Oh, Jonas to school. So I will have to listen back to that, but that last thing might have been their name. I will have to listen back to that though. What were the? Can you tell me their name? I am terrible. Lee, Eric, upstate, upstate New York, under the flag. And saying I've reached today's limit. Can anybody come through? Hmm. Tap here to upgrade to premium to unlock unlimited usage or come back tomorrow to keep using Ghost 2 for free. Okay. Well, thanks. Goes to. That was interesting, though, right? SLS. Let's do Ghost Tube SLS. Okay. Let's do a scan. So it's catching there. That's very strange. I don't know if you can see that. Let's try and get back there. None of the other chairs are doing anything. None of these other chair pieces are doing anything. Still there? Not there. Okay, that chair piece. That plant has a person on it. Just like jamming out. That's very strange. Whoop. What did you see? Maybe over at my desk. Is there somebody at my desk right now? Looks like somebody's sitting on my desk. But it's probably just a false thing. It's cold in here today. It's set at 65. Well, this plant over here keeps flashing. Keeps flashing like there's a person. Can you see? No, you can't really see because of the backlighting. Alright, am I losing everything? What's happening here? Alright, there is an app that is SPI. My friend Morgan from the Ghoul Friend Hour told me to get this, and I bought it, and I've used it once. A scientific approach to leading experts in the field. Continue with email. Continue with Google. We'll use only goes in the building. Continue. SPI detects potential electronic voice phenomena, EVP, and allows users to attempt communication with spirits using environmental sensors and advanced AI technology. The advanced IA interprets audio from the environment, including frequencies outside the normal range of human speech. The interactions and messages detected are based on these interpretations of the data collected by the device. These messages and interpretations do not reflect the official position, views, or opinions of the developer or its affiliates. Covering asses. Messages received should not be considered factual, and users should not make important life decisions or engage in illegal activities based on the results. Covering asses. The developer does not assume any responsibility for actions taken by users as a result of data provided by the app. Engaging in methods of communication with the spirit world can lead to dangerous circumstances. Be mindful and cautious while using this tool. By continuing, you acknowledge that you have read and understood this disclaimer. All right, tap and hold mic to ask questions. Hi, how many people are here? I'll let you know. It's listening right now. It's cold in here. It's like really cold right here, right now. It was not cold, as cold earlier. Unsure. What is the name of one person that is here? What is the name of one of the people that are here?
Mark.
Mark. I wonder if it means Mike. Am I calling you the wrong name? Hi, Mike. Mark. I thought your name was Mike, but maybe your name is Mark. Or are you two different people? I wonder if I was saying that. Calling him the wrong name. It might have been Mark. I'm bad. Sorry, Mark. I guess that wasn't a real good answer anyway. Mark, are you the one that I've been talking to that hangs out with me here at the office?
Both.
Okay. This is interesting. It's like texting with a buddy. Only your buddy is in the spirit realm. Mark, have I been calling you by the wrong name this whole time today because I forgot your actual name?
Yes.
Shit. Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry, Mark. I'm sorry. Do you accept my apology?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for accepting my apology. Mark.
Yes.
I should know this. I should have remembered because I have another friend named Mark. Um, how old are you? How old were you when you passed?
30.
30? Huh. I thought you were younger than that. I thought you were younger than that. Um, where did you live? It says 30. I'm gonna hold it up like this.
Townhouse.
What state and city?
Error.
There's an error. What state? Yeah, there's something I have to tell you guys in a second.
Illinois.
Okay, that's not what I got the last time I talked to Mark. There's a big flip-flopping mess today. What state were you born in? So there's a house that's split up into two townhomes right across the street, by the way. Just so you know. That's right over there. There. One house, two sides.
Indiana.
Did you pass away here in Delaware?
Yes.
Did you pass away in this building? Did you pass away in this building?
Yes.
At how did you pass away?
Tragic accident.
What kind of tragic accident was it? Do you have specifics that you can tell me? This is weird. So, yes, there's some interesting things coming through, but also it's very, very weird because it uses AI. Is it just taking my question? No response detected. Is it just taking what I'm saying, typing it up, and then kind of creating a response from that? Or is it actually using, you know, the whole energetic field and everything that's coming through to make these answers? And I don't know. Was your accident a car accident? Now, if this is him,
No.
I know what I've gotten before. Not through this. I've gotten um, responses through my dowsing rods, but asking yes or no questions. Was your accident drug related?
No.
See, now what I got before is that it was an accidental overdose upstairs. But it says no. You don't have to be ashamed of what happened to you. It's not your fault. Can you tell me more? What is that? Oh, hello, Teresa. No response detected. Okay, well, what can I ask? Because these are not the same responses I got last time. Can you see me from where you're at right now? Yeah, I can see your chat. I'm in the middle of something though. I'm doing good though. How are you? Mark, are you still here? Can you come through on this? Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. How can I figure out how to see you?
Yes.
It says it's listening. That's why I'm not asking a question.
Listen.
Listen. I just have to listen? What was the thing that was affecting my energy that we saw on the camera the other day?
Shadow.